We are two 40 plus guys trying to work our way through life, be as healthy as we can be despite falling apart. We just want to share our journey with you. So we decided to go ahead and do a video diary of our progress or our lack thereof. All right, mandibuli, mandibulae. We are a month and a half into the new year, into our workout. How are you feeling?
Not so bad, all things considered. Obviously, there's always room for improvement. Always, you're always looking on, where you've made progress, where maybe you haven't made the progress you've been wanting to make, and adjust accordingly.
How are you doing on the diet?
Diet hasn't been too bad. I've noticed, I don't really need as much carbs or as many carbs as I thought I did. A combination of eating good sources of protein, your egg whites, your whey isolate protein powders, and lean cuts of meat. Give me just the fuel that I need to power through, our workouts.
Good shit. Good shit. All right. Speaking about our workouts, how's 3 a.m. workouts treating you?
3 a.m. works just fine. We got the gym all to ourselves. The music's a little bit subpar, but hey, not everything could be perfect. And we get in and we grind. A good 30-minute workout every day.
Good. Mandips, why don't you tell us a little bit about the change in workout methods that we've adopted?
Yeah. So depending on how we feel, we'll have a heavy day, or maybe we'll do some supersets. Never try to use more than one technique at a time. We also use the gym layout to our advantage. Just this week, if you remember, Gabriel, we did 6 sets of the pec deck, which we never do anything more than 3 or 4 sets of just about anything. But just the way that the layout of the gym, it was just conducive just to keep the heart rate elevated, to keep the muscle warm. So that you just have to. You're going to work out your own advantages. Every gym has a different setup and layout. It doesn't really make a lot of sense to be walking from one end to the other if you're trying to do a superset. So always be aware of your surroundings. That's and how you could put it together to make a really functional workout.
Okay. Do you feel that those changes, the supersets and stuff that we implemented, do you feel a positive, a negative, or a neutral difference?
I think it's a positive, especially for the cardiovascular aspect of it. If we're just meandering between sets and getting rest while the other one is grinding on an exercise, then I think there's an opportunity lost there, where if you're not taxing your muscle either by high reps or by heavy weight, you could really be missing out on something.
How's the Peloton treating you?
Haven't been on it in 3 weeks. Started off really well, and now it's becoming an expensive. I don't even know what you want to call it. It's an expensive piece of furniture.
Clothes hanger?
Clothes hanger. That's it. That's exactly what it's become.
Okay.
But I still jump on the treadmill. I try to get 20 minutes a day. As a matter of fact, I break it down to 10 or 15-minute circuits. Get some additional auxiliary work. We just started working out our arms to complement our core lifts. So I've incorporated at least a treadmill with some other work that we've been doing.
Good. And if you don't mind me asking, what supplements are you taking?
Yeah. So usually you always need a good multivitamin. That's just for anyone. I'll take a pre-workout along with a I think what they call a green superfood, which is like a highly concentrated powder, which has all of the important nutrients that green vegetables have. I'll mix that in with the pre-workout. Take some chromium picolinate, and I'll also take I already mentioned the pre-workout. I'll take a post-workout. I take my post-workout like at the end of the day, not at the end of my workout. I try to break my workout into 2 or 3 segments a day, and I usually I take that post workout right before bed, believe it or not.
Good. How many protein shakes or protein bars would you say that you consume daily?
Yeah, I've completely eliminated protein bars from my diet. I just didn't feel like I wasn't meeting my goals, if I'm honest. There was just something in the protein bars that was making me feel like I was retaining a lot of water, a lot of just additional weight, even though I was, I really wasn't getting a lot of empty calories from these protein bars. But that said, I've switched over to shakes, and I drink anywhere from 2 to 3 protein shakes a day, depending on how I feel. But again, I try to get a good protein shake right after a workout, and then throughout the day, depending on how I feel, what I have access to, I'll go ahead and I'll add another one.
Awesome. Given our progress, what's the next month that you're hoping for? I know we have the issue of my surgery, but that being said, what do you expect to get out of this time now that we...
Probably a different perspective. We're going to be working, because of your surgery, we're going to be working on a lot of isolated movements. So it's going to be a good time to try new things in the gym, try a lot of cable exercises, a lot of one-arm, either one-arm pec deck, one-arm cable curls, biceps curls, triceps pushdowns. It's going to be interesting to see how we maneuver the next couple of weeks with your rehabilitation, and how we come out of it on the other side. Because even though I'm not the one that's having the surgery, it's still, we're in this, we're working out together. Doesn't make a lot of sense if I'm bench pressing 225 on a Smith machine if you're not able to do that. So now I'm not going to go completely away from that, but at the same time, probably just going to incorporate a lot more isolation movements. So Gabriel, a month and a half into the new year.
Yes.
How are you feeling?
Fat. I feel good. I'm heavier. I'm heavier than I was when we started, but that's a good thing. Because of the accident, I had lost a lot of weight. So, yeah.
How are those 3 a.m. workouts treating you?
They suck. But they're fantastic. Get in there. We do our shit. Go about our way, but it's good. It feels really good to be in there. We got the gym by ourselves. It's good. I like it. Not to say I prefer it, but that hour difference, it makes a big difference.
So this week we started to incorporate arms into our leg day because we kind of noticed we had a little bit of a pocket of time that we could maximize, get some more work in. How do you feel about it?
I feel good if I could do a little bit more because due to my arm situation, it kind of limits me. But we do need to. We've needed to do this for a while. We've just been limited to it.
And carrying on to that arm situation, you're having a surgery this week, aren't you?
I have surgery on Wednesday to get this put back up here and to fix some stuff that I got going on there.
All right. So they finally got it. The insurance approved the penis enlargement.
Absolutely. Actually, they're going to remove the one that I have from my up. Yeah. But
Yeah.
that.
So Gabriel, even though we work out, I would say with moderate, if not, I would say moderate intensity, that's not all of the work that you do. Can you just talk us through all the other things that you kind of do throughout your day?
Yeah, I'll do some auxiliary stuff when I get to work. I have a set of bands that I keep around the desk, and I'm constantly doing different things. One, to keep the heart rate up throughout the day, because if I'm just sitting there on my ass, I want to make sure that I can at least burn as many calories. But also to just strengthen or piggyback on whatever we did that day. Obviously, leg days, it's a little more convoluted than that. But if we're doing shoulders or chest, I'll try to incorporate something with the bands. And I love the bands. I've grown to love bands so much. Yeah, I recommend them. I love it.
Yeah, bands are great. It's a good way to supplement your workouts.
Yeah, especially when the fact that since I hurt when I'm doing certain movements, the bands actually allow me to do the exercise without the pain. So.
And take us through like the supplements that you take on a daily basis.
Okay, I don't take many. What I do take is the pre-workout. I take C4. I love it when my head tingles, and a little bit of the creatine. I'll take some creatine. Not to say that I take half the measurement. I'll take about 3/4 in the morning right before I leave the house, with the pre-workout, and then when I get to work, I'll also take another little bit of creatine. Just I don't know, for some reason it made sense to me, and I'll do it. I don't take a post-workout or anything like that. So I thought, and I do take the BCAA, branched chain amino acids, and I want to say that the creatine that I just got, I haven't started taking it, but that creatine also has some branched chain amino acids in it. So I'll do that. But I love the C4. C4.
Sponsors.
Hey.